Hello and welcome. I'm Danette Kubanda, and joining me today for a very special Zoom interview is Baisakhi Saha. She is an author, speaker, performer, and globetrotter. She has not just traveled, but lived in different continents across the globe, from Asia to Europe, to Africa, to South, North, and Central America. She has lived with local families, moving their food, adopting their lifestyles, contributing to their economy, inhabiting their culture, observing varied traditions, navigating extreme reality and belief systems for several years to answer life's most pertinent questions. She is also a TEDx speaker, and she travels internationally delivering evolutionary talks and dance performances. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for that great introduction, and thank you for having me here. I'm really looking forward to this call with you.
So tell me a little bit more about yourself and your work.
Well, my story begins since at the age of 17 when I left India. So I'm from India originally, and I won this scholarship to study abroad in Singapore after my high school. So when I was in Singapore studying, I was studying computer science and learning German at the same time. And we had a lot of exchange students from Germany at our university. And those Germans had such a great travel spirit. They were so autonomous and, they were so adventurous that really inspired me. Because coming from a traditional conservative Indian background where young girls are not even allowed to go out alone, I found that travel spirit fascinating. So I also yearned, to travel like them and to, explore things on my own, to feel that autonomy. But I neither had the opportunity nor the money. And but my desire was so strong that I used to take my books to the airport in Singapore, sit at the viewing mall during my exam times and study there. And all the planes that used to go to Europe and Germany, especially, I wanted to go there because I was learning German. I used to wave at them and say hi to Germany, I'm coming, and I was living in this world of fantasy until one day, like within a few months, actually, I won an all expense paid trip to Europe, to Switzerland, and then I visited Germany, and it was a great adventure, and it opened my mind to this big world with all the adventure and possibility in it. And I wanted to explore more instead of taking a normal regular job in Singapore. So I took up this student exchange program and I started doing foreign internships in different countries across the world. So that's how I went to Africa, I went to South America, Central America, Europe, North America. And during these internships, I was living with local families, eating their food, wearing their traditional costumes, attending their religious functions, and I started perceiving life through myriad mirrors of reality, perceiving the belief systems of people and what creates a society the way it is a direct reflection of the collective consciousness of the people, the belief system. So it was fascinating. And I also went through extreme realities. So many times I was cornered by life in dangerous situations, and how I came out of that unscratched, so these are very interesting experiences that I have had through my travels that has made me the person that I am today.
So I'm guessing that's kind of what led you to write this book. Your upcoming book is called Life is Abracadabra. What is that all about?
Yes, exactly. You are right. So in that book, I have 21 magical stories from my adventures across the globe that will make anybody look at life with new eyes. And I say that because, most people, their perceptions are so limited, or they think that the world is a scary place. but it is not at all like that. The world is a safe and friendly place. And, I have created for myself a world without strangers. And this is something I want to tell people, because it's not about just a rosy picture that, life is good, that things will always work out. No, you can be in dangerous situations. You can find yourself in tricky circumstances where you have no way to come out. But it becomes magical when you also can see how the universe starts bringing possibilities in front of you. If only you would stay open, you can see those synchronicities, the magical things that happen, like life will corner you, and then it will also present the solution for you, so you can come out of it and experience yourself as invincible, unsinkable, So I've had such intense magical experiences through these stories. I try to highlight those abracadabra moments. Abracadabra in Hebrew means I shall create with my word. So, I've had so many things happen literally because I said this is going to happen, and these are stories of hope and faith, of marvelous encounters and miracles. So I want people to read these stories and to see that anybody can have these kind of adventures if only they would open their minds, and stop believing that the world is a scary place.
Wow. And so what are some of your future plans?
So right now I'm publishing this book, Life is Abracadabra. I have another book coming up, which is called Nrit. Nrit is a Sanskrit word for dance. It is about the dream of finding the self. So this book was inspired through some dreams and visions that I was having from a recently deceased friend. Like this person died, and then started, coming in my dreams. And when I would wake up, I would have this story, the plot in my head. So I started writing it down. And first I wrote the story for a film. Then I decided to turn it into a book to give it more depth, and now that the book is finished, the moment it is published, I want to again turn it into a film. So that's the second project. And another book in the making is called How to Travel the World at the Drop of a Hat. And of course, I wrote this book to encourage people to travel. And this title also inspired one of my recent TEDx talks, which is called How to Travel the World at the Drop of a Hat. So these are the three books on the cards right now. And of course, I'll be doing a lot of events pertaining to the books and things like that.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of this. To learn more about Baisakhi, her book, Life is Abracadabra, as well as any of her other projects, please visit her website at magicNine.com. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.